Welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto 5. It has been a while, but I have a new format now. I want to say first, this video was supposed to start with a chase scene, which I have already posted. So please do go and give that a watch, because it was fun. It's covered by Black Grease by the Black Angels, which is a fantastic song, which I very highly recommend you listen to. And when playing GTA at least, it always makes you do some funky stuff.
Until you crash and die.
Not that you really can crash and die in this game, because you can get into obviously fatal car accidents and drive them off as if nothing has happened. Aside from that, unfortunately, Rockstar has removed the Rockstar editor, which is very sad. It means I can't get shots like this, or this, which is a shame, but it's fine. I kind of recently discovered that GTA can actually be pretty cinematic, depending on the way you play it. Just assuming that you ignored the annoying pop-ups on screen. Anyway, the point! This season of GTA is going to be getting the Sparrow, a fantastic little helicopter equipped with rockets, and that goes inside the Costaca submarine, which I got last season, and makes the Cayo perico heist actually possible, because you have a quick way of moving from the shore to the submarine and vice versa. But, like with anything in this game, it's quite expensive. Making money in this game involves murder, violence, and stealing stuff. You start a mission and it tells you to go somewhere, then you go to that place, you
neutralize
some people around there, steal something, and then leave. On paper, this doesn't sound like it would take very long. You're essentially a courier service for criminals. However, the thing that slows you down in this game is traffic. Every single time.
Like, why do you pull forwards instead of staying still and being safe, you actual...
And that is why air travel in this game is so much better. You've got the open sky and no traffic to crash into. And it's also pretty fun because you get to do stuff like this. Which is pretty cool, I think. So, taking these things into account, this season I'm going to be using the hangar, or the hangar that I have in Fort Zancudo, to make lots of money. The missions are relatively varied, and you get to mess around with some planes, which is always fun. Also, this time, I've thought, and I'm not going to do it myself. This time, I'm going to be joined by some friends. So, please may I introduce to you
Whiskey and Bravo.
As well as the excellent pilot,
Ace.
And most importantly of all,
Van.
So, first up, it is Whiskey and Bravo. They shall be helping me with the ground assault, the ground cargo, because there are two options when making money in a hangar. That is by land or by air. The air cargo I will be getting into a bit later, but the ground cargo is essentially all the same. It's the same kind of loop as any other cargo. You drive to a place, get beaten by the people that are supposed to help you. Once you have recovered from being beaten, you keep going and going and going until you get to the place. Once you do get there, you finally get to have some fun and shoot some guys with the very accurate and easy to control minigun mounted on top of the van. Then you very almost van slaughter Bravo. Oops. And then you witness non-accidental van slaughter of Bravo again. And then very almost get van slaughtered yourself, but Whiskey missed because they're bad. And then once all violence is resolved, we just got to make it back to the hangar in Fort Zancudo, down this very narrow path with lots of rocks. Sure, nothing bad will happen. And then, once you've recovered from crashing and having poor judgment, you then make it back to the hangar in different vehicles, but that's fine. And there you have it. You've got cargo. In this case, we've got 3 because we have 3 people. And then you just got to do it again.
No, bravo! Oh, thank God we made it.
And then after doing it for a while, you get a big stockpile of chemicals and drugs and everything. And then all you've got to do is sell it, which by land is quite interesting because sometimes you get lovely vehicles like this, which are very good for going off-road and zooming around. Very good at going up hills and sliding into small bodies of water.
Oh, God damn it, I'm in the water now. The helicopters, I blame them. The helicopters are shooting me.
And then obviously you keep going until you get enough money. Minor variation between each mission, but they're pretty much all the same because it's all the same loop of go here, shoot people, steal something, run away. But, you know, Whiskey and Bravo were pretty good at making things interesting, not sticking to the script as such, and, you know, blowing up a bunch of stuff. And then, after not too long of working with Whiskey and Bravo, I had $1 million in my bank account, which is always nice. However, going on another mission to cause some chaos in the lovely city of LS, on the way back, we were going down our skinny road, and then they crashed and died. So, with them dead, I was stuck, not in a bad way, with Ace. But before Ace was willing to help me, they told me of many dreams that they had of having a MOC, or a Mobile Operations Center, the big semi-truck, which is pretty cool, and an Oppressor Mark 1, because Oppressor Mark 2s are cringe. You see, Ace is an excellent pilot, but is still quite new to GTA, where I've been playing it for a couple years now. Ace has not, so doesn't have the same toys to mess around with, and it's just slightly less interesting for them. So, as payment for Ace's help, I would be helping them first. Did some missions, did some freak shop missions as well, and just pretty much did the same stuff. You go around,
Neutralize.
People get killed violently, and yeah, drive a bunch and have the right amount of shenanigans go on in the meantime. And then, after not very long at all, Ace had both the Oppressor, without any missiles, because that's another whole thing, and the MOC, which is very cool, and I'm not at all jealous. So, good for them. So now, it was time for Ace to hold up his end of the bargain. Got some supplies, I pushed him, and he hit this guy so hard, he just disappeared, which is kind of weird. But then, we were back to the hangar, where we could discuss our proceedings and how we wanted to do things. Which was a very simple task, because we were doing it by air this time, obviously. Now, as I've said several times in this video, flying planes in GTA is really fun, and in all of my time playing GTA, I haven't actually flown many planes, and be it a
skill issue
or something else, there is the occasional mistake that I make, like here, where I'm flying, coming into land, and I have forgotten to put the landing gear down, and I'm still moving, so then eject from a stationary aircraft. And a very similar situation where I'm coming into land and have forgotten to put down the landing gear once again, ending with a very interesting result, and me almost crashing into something because I'm an idiot. But planes were never my thing anyway. I prefer flying helicopters, mainly because you know, you can park a helicopter pretty much anywhere, but they also seem to just be a bit more nimble and more varied. Like this helicopter, which is a Black Hawk, which you can rappel out of, as well as dodging missiles like an absolute legend. Okay, that didn't seem cool, but it was definitely really cool when I did it. But enough about me, more on Ace and his fantastic piloting skills. Prime example being this. This mission, you have to protect the big plane in the middle, from the really small helicopters. You have a plane with guns and bombs for some reason, and then a turret on top. I took the turret, Ace took the pilot seat, and absolutely destroyed these helicopters, which is something that I have tried to do but have failed many times. And because Ace has a lot of experience in other games, he knows to keep the position of the gunner able to shoot, which is always very helpful. And of course, can do a buttery smooth landing, like that one, which I sometimes struggle with.
Okay, doing alright? Oh dear. It's fine, it's lovely.
And also, like Whiskey and Bravo, is always up for a bit of a laugh, going off script as such, and you know, causing me to suffer.
Oh god damn it, Ace!
But actually getting to the missions was a breeze because it was very fast and didn't have to worry about anything going wrong, and instead could just enjoy flying the planes in GTA because, again, as I have said, it's quite fun. Although on occasion you do have a very weird thing happen, like here, where you kind of see there's some planes. I shot one of them. I managed to get the pilot, which I'm quite pleased with. So the pilot is dead, but the plane is still going, and goes on for quite a while. But obviously, eventually met its demise with the ground. And then a similar thing here, where I shoot the stabilizers off the top of the plane, which you can't see because I wasn't looking where I was going. But the pilot was still alive, so the plane kind of got into this very, very nasty spin, going backwards towards the Earth, and it's quite sad. But those are all things that are just witnessed. We had no control over. There were some excellent feats of piloting, like this, very cool, and obviously some less impressive feats of piloting, like this, where I forgot that, you know, actually I don't know what happened in my head. I just, you know, thought the tower looked quite nice to, you know, smash my nose into. And because it's a mission vehicle, it didn't explode immediately, so I ploughed it into the ground. But I wasn't the only one who made some mistakes in aircraft. Ace pulled this off, which was funny. But all of these little mistakes only added to the GTA experience and made the monotonous task of collecting cargo far more interesting. And then after not too long, I had enough money to buy the Sparrow, so I did it. And then all we had to do was get to the Costaca. So we hopped in the van, sped to nearby, and then decided to find a helicopter because I couldn't be bothered to spawn the dinghy. So it made it over. Just a quick thing. Ace is good at flying, but less good at parking aircraft. Zipped inside, and there it was. Sparrow. Got in it, tried modifying it, and then found out that I didn't have enough money to get the rockets. So, guess we're back to doing another loop. So then made it back, and I got the rockets, and had a bit left, so I got the flares as well. And then, well, the rest is history, I suppose. And I tell you what, it was the greatest purchase I've made in GTA so far. Although it did kind of make me sad because it makes the van a bit redundant and actually every other vehicle in the game, but at least I have it now and can use it whenever I need. Not only is it remarkably agile because it's so small, but it also has the rockets, which can annihilate pretty much anything you come across. But no doubt it's going to take some learning. I'm always going to make silly mistakes. But, you know, this is the point of learning. Including this funny technique of shooting a rocket and then deploying the flares, and it makes the rockets curve backwards. Albeit it isn't actually very useful because they don't home or anything, but it's still pretty cool, and I'm sure that there's a chance that we can use it. So, there you have it. Season 2 of GTA is over, and I have the Sparrow set out to do it, and I didn't, we did, which is pretty cool. And yeah, Season 3 will be Cayo, Perico, so I suppose I shall see you then.